Okay, so here's the unit fixed onto my bike, just to show you the end product. You can see the red wheel, which allows you to adjust for different size phones. You can see the locking switch, which you have to pull to allow you to turn the wheel. That stops the wheel moving on its own when you don't want it. There's the nut that holds it onto the handlebar. These are the four rubber grips on the corners that hold the phone securely. This is the phone. The phone I'm showing you is the one I dropped in the sea, so it doesn't work. But if it did work, I could show you that I can sort of use Google Maps. I can read my texts. All the buttons are available to me. They're not, because of the corner grips. I can do anything I want. However, when I get to a cafe or I want to take a photograph, all I do is peel off the corners. Out comes the phone. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do because it's not in the instructions, but that's what I do. I've had no issues. Okay, so that's what the phone looks like when it's fitted. I'll now go into details of how you actually fit it onto your bike. But here you can see everything assembled, the two different wheels. Underneath is the wheel there that allows you to adjust the angle of the phone, the up, down and sideways twist. Okay, that's a kind of a cup mount. Okay, so this is the unboxing. You've got the phone holder itself. You've got the thing that holds it onto the handlebar fixing. You've got the nut that connects the phone holder to the handlebar grip. You've got extra padding that goes between the phone holder and your phone if the phone's not very thick, or it just helps, and it also helps prevent any vibration. You've got the rubber, which allows you to adapt to different thicknesses of handlebar. I've just put out the instructions in English, and that's the box. Got rudimentary instructions on the side. So I advise you assembling this for the first time on your kitchen table, just so you get the hang of it, rather than doing it all wobbling on your bike. So this is the phone holder. You can't turn the adjustment for different size phones until you pull on the open close button. It's rather stiff. I wish it wasn't so stiff. So I'm going to pull on it. I can now adjust it. I now adjust to a small phone or to a big phone. Now what you need to understand is that once you've adjusted it to your phone, in theory you don't have to adjust it again. So let's adjust it to this rather big Motorola I've got. I've adjusted it too much, so I have to put on the lever here, and then it allows me to adjust. So I'm putting on the lever. You can all do all this preparation on your kitchen table. You don't have to be out in your dark garage. So that's now snugly on the four corners. I've already stuck my padding piece on the phone holder. It's in the gap there. That's to give you extra vibration resistance. Now all I've got to do is fit the the unit that's going to hold it onto the handlebar. This can all be readjusted when you get to your bike. Just needs to go on loosely enough. I'm making a bit of a pig's ear of this, but there it is. So that's it basically. Now, when I'm out and about, I've got access to all my buttons. I don't have to, I can get my GPS, I can read my maps, I can read my texts without removing the phone from its holder. It's really useful. But I often want my phone to take a photograph, and the way I do that is to peel off the corner. So I've peeled off the corner. Hope I showed you that correctly, and out it comes. So when I come back, or I've just gone into a cafe and I'm not very happy about leaving my phone sitting on my bike, so just do that again. These just peel off. They're quite flexible. At the same time, they grip the phone. Now there's one tricky bit that the instructions don't seem to explain, or don't bother explaining. You see that square lug there, the square plastic right in the center there, just beyond the screw head, there's a square rectangular plastic. That's got to locate in the little square in the cup holder. You see that? There's a rectangular hole there. It's rather tricky to get them to line up. But until you do that, the phone holder won't be held securely. The trick I've used is I get the screw partially on, and then I adjust it so that it locks into position. So I've now got the nut on, and I've got the little rectangular lug correctly located, and now this is solid. Okay. Now later on, when I want to adjust my phone position, see, I can loosen that and then tighten. But once you tighten, it's fixed. It won't tighten properly until you get that little square plastic thing into the corresponding rectangular hole in handlebar grip. Okay, that's a tricky thing that I see people grumbling about on Amazon. And the wheel here, remember, that's to adjust, allows you to adjust for different sizes phones, just in case you go out with different phones or whatever. And there's the locking button that allows you to turn that. You can't turn that unless that's been pulled that way. You can now turn that. You can now adjust that.